Glancing upwards, you can see the stars. You swear they used to be brighter when you were younger. Extending a hand that doesn't look like your own, you reach out as though you could touch the very stars themselves. And to your surprise, you do. Welcome to Gays and Goblins, an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Hello, and thank you for joining us here at Gays and Goblins. This is Act 1, Episode 1 of our story. I'm Riley, your DM for the evening, and joining me tonight...
I'm Dean. I will be playing Corvus, and I go by they, them pronouns.
I'm Caleb, and I'm going to be playing Lee, and my pronouns are he, him.
I'm Ash, my pronouns are they, them, and I'm going to be playing Rune.
I am Blake, I'll be playing Kriv, and I don't know, call me whatever, I'll respond.
I'm Leah, I'm going to be playing Doran, and my pronouns are she, her, or they, them.
Alright, so I think it's important to establish that we're playing 5th edition D&D, and that this is going to be an actual play podcast. We're playing 5th edition with some slight modifications. I'm using the more general D20 modern form of money, where you have a single numeric value that's basically your wealth, and as long as there's a number under that, you can just buy stuff. If it's above that, you have to roll to see if you can afford it. And then every time you afford something that's more expensive than your wealth goes down. When you get treasure, obviously your wealth goes up, because that's how having money works. Do we want to go over how we know each other, or why we wanted to make an LGBT D&D podcast?
Because I'm sad, gay, and lonely.
Hell yeah! That's a pretty good summary.
That's pretty accurate for all of us.
Because I was also sad, gay, and lonely. And Ash and I were just like, fuck it.
And then I was sad, gay, and lonely.
We just go around the room. So why did you decide to do this podcast? Well, I was sad, gay, and lonely.
All of us, sad, gay, lonely.
And nerds.
Is
And
that our
nerd.
new,
That's the only thing
real
real important.
Tagline. Sad, gay, lonely nerds.
Hell yeah.
Please,
How about
yeah.
sad, gay, and no longer lonely nerds?
Aww. That's so gay.
See, that would be cute. It'd be sad, gay, and no longer lonely nerds.
Do we want to go over our past
As
experience
babies.
with D&D? Because I know a lot of us are fairly new. Some of us have some experience and not others. Some have mixed bag.
I mean, sure.
Well, like, we've been playing in this group since March.
Yeah.
Oh, three of us.
Some of us.
Exactly three of us.
Not quite.
I was in a D&D thing that my dad ran it, but it was 3.5 version, so it's very different. And then I am still doing Rune Quest with my friend squad back home, which is a very, very different role-playing game, but it's still role-playing.
Yeah. I played bootleg D&D, so it's GURPS.
What?
Because my mom banned Dungeons & Dragons, because it's Satan, and we're like all summoning the devil by playing role-playing games. And my brothers were like, we want to play D&D. So they just found GURPS, which is basically the same thing with like different tweaking on like the stats, but it's the same thing pretty much.
Well, fuck.
So yeah, I got to play that.
I've played D&D, like, a lot.
I have played D&D exactly for... I don't know how many months.
7?
Since 8 months. I've been playing D&D for 8 months.
I have also been playing D&D for 8 months, but I have listened to several different D&D podcasts, so I'm a little familiar with it.
Yeah. My dad's been doing D&D generally as a DM since the 80s, so I'm fairly familiar with it.
My dad, too.
Nice. I only started playing myself real actively 2 years ago. I just enjoy DMing more than playing, so I'm just a DM.
God.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll call her God.
I mean, she answers to it. Unlike the real one. So... Should we think that some of
Did we just roast God just now?
Oh, yeah.
Shots fired.
What kind of tone are we looking for in the podcast overall,
Bastard.
particularly going into it?
Gay and goblin-like?
I mean,
I would
you're
say
not wrong.
Bastardly.
like a dark humor where it's like, we don't really have boundaries. We're gonna be funny, but it's also gonna be like, hey, wait, should we be actually concerned? But like,
I would like to be a rascal and a hooligan.
Alright, so if we could have a short description of characters, name, pronouns. Dean, if you could start.
No. I'm playing Corvus. She is a tiefling wizard. I don't know what kind of description. About 5'8". Human years of 27 years old. Light dusty pink skin. Shoulder length curly black hair. Very punk aesthetic to her. And that's all the basic stuff that I can think about Corvus. So, Caleb, you're up.
I'm going to be playing Link, and he is a falcon type Aarakocra, and I don't know exactly what we're saying about him. He's kind of blue-gray. He's pretty short, but, like, that's kind of par for the course for them. Yeah.
And he's a rogue, right?
Or are we using that? Yeah. So he's a rogue.
My person is named Rune. She's a trans girl and uses she, her, or they, them. Please don't call me she, her. She is a half-orc bard and is missing her left arm. She is baby, but she's also bastard.
Bastard baby, if you will.
They're the same thing.
In this group, yes. I will be playing Kriv. Kriv is a he/him dragonborn who is a barbarian with a urchin upbringing. He has fire ancestors and is red in color, and he's really stupid. He's like, okay, if you get on his good side. So, yeah.
Alright, and I, Leah, will be playing Doran. He uses he/him pronouns. He is a half-elf wizard with a criminal upbringing who specializes in performance and, like, dazzling people to get their money instead of just pickpocketing. He's more likely to distract you and then take your wallet than just take your wallet and run. He is a disaster. Mood. He's a disaster.
Very nice. So, who has the highest constitution?
Me.
Almost certainly.
I know I 110% have the highest constitution.
Considering everyone else is a wizard or wizard-like.
I have +3.
I have +2
Fair.
to Constitution.
Oh, for +1.
I have +3. I have a 17 overall.
Y'all are nice
Yeah.
constituting.
Yeah. I don't even know.
I'm kind of impressed.
Now, if we're looking
I have
at, like,
16 with a
wisdom,
+3.
So you
I have the
and-
highest constitution.
I have a
I also
17.
have +3.
Yeah, you and Ash seem
Oh.
to be
I
tied.
have 17.
Ah.
I have higher constitution than you.
Oh, what
I
the
also
heck?
have 17.
I stand corrected.
Wow.
You.
Like,
I
as a
have
total. Not, I don't think it's...
What is constitution?
It's your ability to... It's your health, essentially.
It's your ability to withstand things.
Yeah, if you need to hold your breath, it comes down to constitution. If you are in a drinking match, it's going to come down to constitution.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. If you need to endure something for a long period of time, it's going to become a constitution.
Being alive.
What am I looking for?
Seven.
Constitution.
I
Yeah,
mean,
17
hopefully that
plus
wouldn't
3,
be a long
so-
period of
You're
time,
17.
but
Well, I'm sure Kriv has the highest hit points, because I only have 11 points.
I know I have the highest hit
Yeah.
points, because the second
I'm
highest
tankish.
is...
I would like to say Doran has an 8 wisdom. Fair warning.
I have 10 wisdom. I also only
You're all a bunch of
well,
fools.
Corvus
Cool.
has.
I have a 5 charisma, if that makes you feel...
But
Rune has 12.
Corvus also only has 8.
Alright. In which case...
Why do we have a bunch of idiots?
I also only have 8 hit points.
I have 15! What are you guys
I have
doing?
9.
I have 11.
A lot of y'all are fragile. So,
Baby.
You're just sensitive.
I'm going to go with... Leah, remind me of your character's name.
Doran.
Doran. Doran is waking up. He can see the faintest brush of light. It looks hazy. You're not totally sure why. Moving around, you feel a little bit constricted, but wiggling for a second, you manage to break free, and you become aware that you're covered in some kind of silk-like, sticky, webby substance.
I was really hoping this was gonna be kinky, but this doesn't seem kinky to me.
That's where this was gonna go. You find yourself sort of drowsy and confused. You're in an...
I'm not into drugs!
Really?
You're in a sparsely furnished
Only
room.
consensual
As a
drugs.
person
This wasn't
or as a
consensual.
character?
It's a character.
Okay.
You're in a sparsely furnished room. There's light coming in through boards on the windows, and there are 5 approximately humanoid, web-covered, bound-looking people things in the room with you.
Yeah, this is not kinky at all.
I'm not a people thing.
You're all stacked
It
against
depends
one
on your
wall.
kink. Maybe your kink is spiders. I don't know. Anyway, continue.
Which one is the largest,
Think-
size-wise?
Definitely Kriv.
Yeah. There's
is
one
7'2".
that's distinctly larger. There are 2 that are pretty big. But yeah, I think that one of them is 7'2".
Okay, Doran is going to go over to Kriv.
Well,
And, like,
the
you're-
largest bundle of the
Yeah, the
batch.
largest bundle of the batch.
Mm-hmm. Ash,
Like-
Rune is starting to wake up as well. He's starting to wiggle.
Ugh, what happened? What did we do last night, you guys?
I don't know, but this is distinctly not kinky.
I mean, then you're just not trying hard enough, are you?
You'll see how you feel after you get this goop off of you.
That's what
Doran
she said.
is going to take...
Sorry. But I'm not.
Continue. Doran is going to take his dagger and start, like, cutting the webs off of Kriv.
Alright.
Quick question. We know the party.
No.
No?
No, you're a bunch of strangers.
So,
Oh.
as soon as Doran sees that Kriv is a dragonborn... Hello, gorgeous.
Am I conscious right now?
Yeah, you're starting to come
I
around.
just had a complete stranger pull covering off of my face and say, "Hello, gorgeous," and my response would be,
What the fuck?
That's the question of the hour.
Where am I? Who the fuck are you?
Those are also the questions of the hour. Let's get these webs off you.
Great.
Caleb and Dean, your characters are also beginning to rouse.
Yeah, Rune is gonna kind of struggle out of the webs, too.
"Mood."
I think he's gonna just kind of try to get out of it, but it's probably pretty stuck on his feathers.
Probably.
Am I out of the web?
Yeah. It only takes
Okay.
a few moments to... It's a little bit... They're not super fresh. They're a little bit crunchy around the edges.
Don't like
They're
that.
crusty. Oh,
That's even worse than crunchy.
Lovely, crusty webs.
I did not use that word, for the record.
That was the word you meant to use.
I want the record to show I quit. I don't really know what Corvus does. So you said, like, she's waking up right now.
Mhm.
She's kind of...
Is Doran done? And if so, Doran's going to move to whoever needs the most help and start doing webs there.
Alright, it's probably, like,
Yep.
being covered in feathers.
This
Kriv is
decidedly
going
not
to
kinky.
scope out the area and kind of keep an eye out for, like, where are we? I have no idea, so I would like to figure that out.
Taking a more careful look around the room, you can see that it is an abandoned house. You're in the entry/living area. Got rough-hewn boards. There are boards covering the windows. They look like they've been nailed in from the outside, so any light getting in is just going through the cracks, so it's fairly dim.
Alright.
There is an attached kitchen and a door that leads to stairs leading up and a door that leads to another room.
Can I roll perception to see if there are any other noises from beyond this room that we're in?
Yes.
Cool.
First rule of the game.
I got a nat 1! Are you
Oh,
kidding me? No, I didn't hear anything.
You're
First
listening.
roll of the game is a nat 1.
It's so quiet. You can't even hear yourself. It's amazing.
I have spider webs in my poor little dragon hole ears.
Do dragons have ears?
I
Or
assume
is
they have
it
holes like
holes?
lizards.
Corvus is
About
finally going to
snakes.
kind of break out of the webbing.
Mhm.
As soon as she's kind of realizing what's on her, she's like frantically rubbing at her face, trying to get it off and like out of her hair and everything. Her hat falls off and she like scoops it back up. She, of course, after that kind of just looks around and spots Doran first and says, Honey Pie, can you tell me why the fuck I'm here?
I would if I knew, but I don't know either.
Alright, well, you're about as good as a June bug.
That's me!
I really like your hat. Are you a fucking wizard?
Yeah, I'm a fucking wizard.
I love fucking wizards.
Now,
Excuse
Do
me.
you want to think how you rephrase that, or do you want to... We can go if you want to go.
Yeah, shouldn't we all be worrying?
Miss, but I'm just baby.
Ah, Excuse me. Shouldn't we all be worrying how we got here?
I mean, honey, worrying does about as good as an ice cube does on a hot day. It ain't gonna do much. Now, if anyone else here is a wizard, please be careful, because I think that lady over there wants to fuck one of us. So,
I'm a sorcerer. I'm good.
Good to fuck?
I knew that was coming.
Yes, but also no.
God damn it.
Later.
Nick
Well, anyway.
wants to look around and see if anybody's not paying attention to their belongings.
Oh, would that be a perception check?
Are you actively trying to take something?
do
Yes.
we even have possession?
He wants to.
You have whatever you likely
wants-
had on you when you were
Taken?
taken. Yeah.
He wants to see if anybody's paying attention to their belongings.
It's hard to tell. Some of them look more distracted than others. You'd have to make a counter roll
Could I
to test it.
roll to see who's paying attention?
I don't think you can check a group of 4 people to see who's paying attention.
Yeah.
We're only 5-10 minutes in. We already had a nat 1, and somebody's trying to steal from the other party
I haven't spoken to
members.
anyone yet.
Rune would also like to steal, first of all.
You can...
Oh lord.
To steal from one of your fellow players, it would be a contest roll. So you would roll a stealth, or dexterity more likely. And they would roll a perception to counter, and if theirs is higher, then they notice, and vice versa.
And everyone gets out their dice.
I would like to roll to see if there's anything in the cave, or in a cave,
No, you're in a house.
in the house that I can steal.
Alrighty. That would be perception.
I guess. Yeah.
Corvus. Well, can I do an Arcana check on the webs?
Yes.
So I just need to roll for that.
In just a moment, did you try and steal... Who are you stealing from, first of all? No, you're checking.
house.
Checking the house. to see.
And I got a 20. Not a nat 20, but still a 20.
Are you just checking the first floor?
Or if there are more than
for
one.
now.
I don't know, because I don't even know what's in front of me, apparently.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
For now.
Alright. There is an attached kitchenette and one room that's probably a bedroom. There's some furnishing. Most of it's fairly old. None of it looks real fancy. There aren't any items laying around that you can see, and
No
certainly
shiny
nothing
rocks?
worth stealing. No, it's fairly barren.
I would like to roll to steal something from Rune while she is looking around for things.
How dare
Give me
Why are
1
you
second. We're going to
offended
roll
by that?
Arcana on the webs, and then I'll get back to you.
Do I need to roll on the table words?
I prefer hard surfaces, but this would work.
So that's a 17 plus. Would that just be my intelligence? My Arcana?
If you don't have it as a specific skill, then I think Arcana falls under intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a plus 5, so that's a 22 overall.
Alright.
Tell me about the webs, God.
With Arcana, you can tell that they're not inherently magic. They seem like
I got
normal,
22.
but giant spider webs.
Okay, I'll take that.
Don't like that?
Doran would like to go and are there windows? Places like we can...
There are a couple windows. Most of them are boarded up. You could probably peer through the
I'm
cracks.
going to go check. I'm going to go check out the windows, peer around, see what the surroundings look like.
Alrighty. Looking through the cracks in the windows, you see a street outside. You see that house neighboring you. It looks fairly average. It's not really nice. It's not super shabby. It could probably use new paint. You suspect that the inside looks much like the house that you're in. Ideally with people, though. Can't tell from here.
Can I break the window open?
You can. The boards are on the outside, though. So
What if I have a firebolt cantrip?
that's an area of effect. It
Can-
might hit your fellow players.
Can Kriv go kick down the door?
You can try.
Oh, okay. Would that be a strength roll?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. While everybody else is just trying to steal things.
All right. No. You had a thing before you tell me what that roll was. Blake, Caleb had a thing that he was playing earlier.
I rolled to see if
You could steal
Rune
from.
was paying
Rune.
attention to her belongings.
Right.
And I got a 10.
Okay.
You have to roll a perception to counter.
Okay, well, my stuff is mostly strapped to my back in a bag and on my belt in a bunch of little belt pouches, so...
You have a utility belt. You're Batman.
Nat 20, you guys!
Oh.
Not to alarm you, but Blake is sneaking up behind you and trying to reach one of his clawed hands into your backpack.
What the fuck are you doing?
Wait, no, I wasn't trying to actively steal. I was trying to see if they were paying attention.
Oh yeah, they're paying attention.
Okay. I wasn't going to just
You're like, hey, let me just pat you on the shoulder real quick. Hey, buddy.
Buddy, old pal.
You paying attention?
We're just gonna keep a close eye on Lee for the rest of the effort.
Corvus quickly shouts to get everyone's attention.
1 second.
Can I
We're
get
gonna
the
kick
roll?
the door first.
So I got a 10 with a +4 for strength. So
10
14.
plus 4. Are you like shouldering it, kicking it?
Kicking it.
All right.
You kick right next to the handle. That's how
You
you kick
step
the
back
doors.
and you line up and you wham, and the door shakes and little chips of wood fall off, but it doesn't actually come undone.
Fuck!
Corvus shouts, "We're all about as dumb as pigs being led to slaughter if we don't all shut the fuck up and talk. Mr. Dragonman, you can't go around kicking fucking doors. We don't know what's out there. We don't know what's in here. So how about, since we're all fucking stuck here together, we say our names. I'll go first. I'm Corvus.
My name is Griff.
I'm Rune. Hey.
I know you other two have names.
I'm Lee.
I'm Doran, and I'm not gonna remember any of those. Fair warning.
Now, honeys, do any of y'all know how the fuck you got here?
Nope.
Nah.
Not in the slightest.
I was sleeping in an inn, and now I'm here.
Okay. Well, since we're all in the same boat, and we're all in the same house, and we all woke up covered in spiderwebs, how about we work together?
Now seems like a good time for a song. Don't
No.
you think? Rune gets out there hurdy-gurdy. I would like to make a performance check.
All right, roll it.
Go for it.
16 plus 5. So 16 plus 5 is
21.
21.
That's amazing.
Anyone?
You're so inspired and uplifted by the sound of this hurdy-gurdy.
Rune starts singing a song about how, we're all trapped in this creepy house with some spider webs.
You feel so deeply reassured and empowered by the song.
That we're trapped in this creepy house with some spider
Can
webs.
Kriv go look in the kitchen to see what is, like, in the kitchen?
Sure.
Just to understand better the layout of the house. So, like, we're in, like, a living area. Is it, like, directly adjacent? The kitchen is, and then directly adjacent there's a bedroom? Is that to, like, both rooms? Or is it, like...
Okay, the room that you're in is the living room. It has access to the front door that leads out on what we're going to assign as the north wall.
Okay.
To your right is a door that leads to a bedroom. It's cracked open. You can see in there. You haven't gone in. The kitchen is to the south. It's behind y'all.
Yeah.
And there's a door in the kitchen that leads up a pair of stairs.
Okay.
A set of stairs.
Cool. Well, in that case, can I look in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. You just, like, push your way in and be like,
Yeah.
look.
I'll just...
There's
Grand Theft Auto, just wham, just fling a door open.
All right. Much like the rest of the house, there's a couple pieces of furnishing, some chairs. It looks like an old spring bed. Most of them are covered in fabric. There's a thick layer of dust over most of it. There are footprints tracked in from one of your companions where they were poking around looking for things to steal, but aside from that, it doesn't look like anyone's been there in a while.
Cool.
I want to check the ceilings.
Looking for anything in particular?
Giant spiders.
Doran just wants to look up to make sure, because he just realized he hasn't looked up yet, and you know, if it's a spider.
You take a moment. You cast your eyes upwards. This heavy pine wood. And no spiders. It looks empty.
Oh my god.
Corvus, after watching Kriv just walk off.
Working together.
Yeah. Hey, listen to my speech about working together. Oh, you're gonna leave now? Cool. She makes her way upstairs alone.
Alrighty.
Rune is gonna notice and follow.
Are you gonna try and be sneaky, or are you just gonna glump up the stairs like people have been doing in other rooms?
But no,
I'm gonna go sneaky. I'm gonna go sneaky. So that's stealth.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Doran is going to go see if he can firebolt the front door open.
Oh no.
You feel very sneaky. I'm going to get them upstairs and then ask you what the area of effect on that is.
Okay. Did you roll stealth since you're following me?
I can.
I got a nat 1, by the way.
Very
Wow,
sneaky.
we've already had 2 nat ones.
Hence why it was just, Oh no.
You feel
But
sneaky,
you
but
feel
in
very
reality,
sneaky.
you're walking like a stormtrooper.
I got a natural 19 minus 2, so 17?
Alright. You also feel sneaky, but yours might be more justified.
Just maybe.
Alright, both of you head up the stairs. It's fairly narrow. It's got walls on both sides because it's one of those stairs in between walls kind of setup. It opens into a large central room that occupies the space directly above the living room that you were just in. A quick glance around shows you that there is a bed, a dresser, a person on the bed, and a spider the size of a dog. Oh! What is the area of effect on fireballs?
I'm not sure how to read that.
120 feet.
Oh, you're just gonna set the whole house on fire.
It doesn't have... I assume that 120 feet is range.
Yeah, like how far it can travel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, I'm going to say it probably is going to explode in, like, a nice little sphere, maybe, like, 5 to 10 feet,
Okay.
but probably won't endanger your party members.
Hopefully.
As long as nobody's
it's
within range.
It's a cantrip?
Yeah.
Do I need to roll something?
Technically to hit, but because you're literally hitting the side of a wall from the inside, I'm going to go with you can probably hit
The
it.
barn door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, normally with cantrips, you're just rolling damage, and if you hit.
Yeah.
So
How much
we're going to
damage
assume
did
that
we
you
do to
hit
the
roll
house?
damage.
I mean, if it was alive, then yeah. Plot twist: the house is actually the spider.
Oh, twist, it's that one house from that one Halloween movie.
Is a...
I'm pretty sure it was
Plot
just
twist,
9.
it's the planet from...
Alright, there's some significant charring on the door, as well as a large bang kind of sound from downstairs for the people who are upstairs,
What was
and
that
from
sound again?
and from concerningly close to anyone who is downstairs. I'm not making that sound again.
bang.
Do it for our listeners.
Bang.
I'm gonna do that again as soon as I can.
As a cantrip, I think you can theoretically just like shoot them out rapid.
5.
You're just shooting.
That's a
like
1.
Theoretically, you'd have to wait around, but because you're fighting a door.
Yeah, it's just like I'm just gonna be flinging fireballs at this thing.
Alright, it's gonna take you about a minute or two to get that, so I'm going to go back upstairs with Rune and Corvus.
Yes.
And the dog-sized spider and a person in a bed. Apparently.
Corvus is going to yell as loudly as she can down the step, like trying to get everyone else's attention, which she knows is going. Well, actually, no. She's going to use a cantrip. She's going to use message.
Okay.
Clever.
And for the listener, whisper. Am I within 120 feet of the other?
Oh yeah, you're almost directly above a lot of them.
Yeah.
Am I familiar with any of them? I'm guessing
You're not close, but you know their names.
Names. and
If you
faces.
know their names, I feel like that's familiar enough that
Yeah,
Something
they're
it
not.
says is, you point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and the only target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast this spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, 1 thin sheet of lead, and 3 feet of wood. Block the spell. The spell doesn't have a follow in a straight line. It can move around freely.
Okay. So yeah, you'd be able to use that on the people downstairs.
I can only use that on 1 person at a time.
Mhm.
I'm going to use it on Kriv.
figured that was happening. Since I'm the least likely to die, hopefully, even though I've already died twice in pre-campaign adventures.
Those were just nightmares.
Those were like but you didn't really die. There was no permadeath.
I
But
healed
so
you.
Corvus is going to
I stabilized
Whisper.
them.
to Kriv to avoid gaining the spider's attention. Kriv, was it? Get your ass upstairs now.
Do I need to roll stealth to go upstairs?
You can try.
Okay.
Like if you'd like to try and be
I
stealthy.
would like to try to be stealthy and not.
She does tell him it's a big ass spider. Well, a dog-sized spider. Big ass spider.
'Cause
is what she
Kriv-
says.
Big for a spider.
Kriv is not very trusting, but bonds easily and is protective, so.
Is Rune smart enough to not scream
Oh,
at the sight of
Lord.
spider?
Character choice.
I'm
What
not
would be
sure.
a modifier for stealth? Would that be
Dex.
Dex?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 9? Which not very sneaky.
More
You
sneaky than I
sneak
was.
to the best of your ability up the stairs.
As much as a 7 to almost 300-pound dragonborn
man.
can do.
Yeah. You
Thwunk,
see
thwunk,
Rune
thwunk.
and Corvus standing up at the top. They're kind of bundled right up the top of the stairway.
Cool.
Buddies.
Can I move to be in front of them? 'Cause
Yeah.
Move out of his way.
Takes a little bit of wiggling because it's a narrow staircase.
Yeah.
Giant lizard man, please help.
Rune looks like she's about to start screaming, but isn't yet.
Good to know.
And their sword is like getting ready to be drawn.
Corvus looks completely disgusted and has not taken her eyes off the spider.
It's like peering around the corner.
Yeah.
Lee, notice that they're trying to break the door down
Okay.
and offered to pick the lock.
Is the door burned through by now?
It's pretty well smoldered. You could definitely try and kick it in again, or you could
It
try
was
and pick
already
the lock.
probably loosened a little bit, so...
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to try and pick the lock, I don't really want to touch it right now. So,
Is it on fire, or is it
It's
just like
definitely
singed?
smoldering.
I'm not
like,
touching it.
Are
if
we
it's
talking like
smoldering.
hot embers?
Like-
Probably.
There are some sections that are definitely on fire. Most of
Okay,
it's
I'm
kind
not
of charred.
Touching it if it's on fire.
I feel like birds would also be pretty flammable, so...
Right.
All right, you can try to kick the door down again. You can.
Do we have to roll for how fireproof their boots are?
No, if you can kick a fire without setting your boots on fire pretty easily.
what do I roll?
It'd be a strength check.
I have a strength of 10.
Nice. I believe in you. 12. Oops. With the aid of the burning, which has definitely weakened the structure of the door, you give it a good solid kick, and it breaks into several big chunks around the hinges, and it flies open. You're free!
My boots are disgusting! And I am never doing that again.
Can we
Upstairs.
go back to upstairs? Yeah.
Yes.
Is the person on the bed, alive?
You could roll investigation to look at specifically them, yeah.
Okay.
Would it be an initiative roll to attack the spider?
Yes, that would be an initiative.
17 minus 1, so 16.
I'm gonna roll initiative to attack the spider.
Alright. It's hard to tell
Fuck
from...
spiders!
Please don't. It's hard to tell from here whether the person on the bed is alive. You think you see some movement.
Are they like wrapped up?
They're under covers, but they're not spiderwebbed the way you were.
So they fucked the spider.
You're rolling to attack?
Yup.
Alright.
Riley's just like, oh, you want to attack the spider,
Plus
right?
strength.
No, hold on. If you are rolling to
Dex.
attack, which you can because, well, you didn't really get to jump on the spider because the spider knew you were all there.
Oh. Well, I got a 5, so did not do too well.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Was
first
that
person
initiative or an
upstairs wasn't
attack?
very sneaky.
Initiative.
In which case you would add your dex modifier.
Which is a 2, so it would only be 7.
Do Corvus or Rune need to roll initiative?
If you're planning on attacking the spider.
If Kriv is going to, Rune is going to jump in and be like, yeah, let's
Hell
fight.
yeah.
Corvus is also going to join them because she led them up there.
And peer pressure.
Yeah.
Oof, I got a 0.
Oh no!
Well, you can't get more than a crit failure.
We are all adequately freaked out by the spider and
Like,
just don't know
what
how
was
to...
Crib's initiative?
7.
And
0.
Ash, zeros.
Oof.
I rolled a nat 2, and my initiative is minus 2.
And Dean,
9 plus 1.
Nice.
Make me do
That's
math.
better than...
Gotta get that gay brain working.
But we'll
was
establish
so-
that we
Okay.
can't do math.
so you run up and try and charge the spider, presumably with, what do you use? A
Two-handed
warhammer?
warhammer, yep.
Nice. The spider takes the opportunity to scuttle a little further under the bed to try and get away, and you hear a sort of whispery voice coming from it. No, don't hurt Waffle!
Who's Waffle?
I guess the spider. Oh no. Waffle. Who names a spider Waffle?
The owner.
Corvus, you are actually next in the initiative.
Lord.
I completely blanked. So what happened?
The spider scuttled under the bed and asked you not to hurt Waffle.
Wait, the
Wait, the spider said that?
Hello?
Well, there was a whispery voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rune is going to be like, hello? Who said that?
If I'm in combat, do I have to fight?
You can pass on your turn, or you can use your turn to do an action other than attack.
I'm going to investigate the body on the bed since the spider's out of my way.
It's under the bed, but you can go up to it. Yeah.
I was gonna say, so out of my way.
That's
It's
fair.
gonna grab your leg once you get close.
It doesn't have fucking fingers.
It's gonna touch your leg.
Teeth! Well, not teeth, but like monsters.
So
It's very scientific terminology.
Launch your foot.
Monsters.
it's
Because spiders.
16 plus
with
5, that's
monsters.
22.
Alrighty. Give me one moment.
I'm really looking
It
at
doesn't
that
have
body.
fingers.
I am very confused.
You can
and
tell that
concerned.
it's an older man. He's an elf.
Is he Waffles?
You can't ask him. He's asleep. He is alive and breathing, but
How is he asleep?
Elves don't sleep.
he's unconscious.
Okay.
I always forget that, and it becomes an issue with some regularity. The bed itself is fairly threadbare and doesn't look like a super nice bed. It looks kind of like he was stuck there and tucked in. Crib, it's your turn.
I don't even know what I want to do. I'm just very confused. Who's Waffles? I don't know. Is the spider being hostile, or is the spider just hiding under the bed? Like,
It's scurried under the bed,
is the spider
so
the one who
it's
talks?
not being aggressive.
Is the spider the one who talks, though? I'm very confused.
Is Crib confused?
Yeah, Crib is really fucking stupid, and so am I, and neither of us know what's going on right now.
You could try and make an investigation roll on the spider,
Alrighty.
if you'd like to understand more about
What
it.
Or is he
modifiers would that
too
have?
stupid to do
Wisdom?
that?
I want to say investigation
Is wisdom-
is intelligence.
Intelligence?
Mhm.
Oh, I have a -1 intelligence. 15. That's not bad.
That gets you. You saw a picture of one of these in one of your picture books that you were reading, because I'm not sure if Crib can read.
I probably stole something from someone at some point and was like, oh, look, a book.
I love the visual of Crib with a picture book.
That's so cute!
Mm-hmm.
Crib is baby.
I
You
love
remember
it.
that this was creature in the book, it was labeled as a spindle white. You don't remember anything else about it, though, other than that.
Lovely.
Can he read?
Yeah, canonically, can Crib read?
Kind of. Not very well, though. I would say Crib is probably at, like, a grade school level reading level. Like, he can kind of read words here and there. But if you said something like investigation or constitution, he'd be like,
What the fuck?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you recognize it as a spindle white, but don't know anything about what that
What is a spindle white? Because I personally do not know.
Metagaming.
Would you like to find out?
Yes.
Well, then wait and see. It is now Rune's turn.
Okay, well, if the spider isn't attacking...
Assuming that you're not going to do anything other... That was
No.
investigation, that was your move.
That was my move, yeah.
If the spider's not attacking, I'm also gonna... Can we, like, be out of combat if we're not fighting?
Yeah, if nobody wants to continue to engage
No.
combat, then you can drop your initiative order.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop the initiative order and, like, try to keep asking, hello? Who said that? Who's there?
It's like, oh, please scare people. Waffle didn't want to hurt. No, don't hurt Waffle.
Who's Waffle? Are you Waffle?
I'm Waffle.
Where are you? Who are you?
Under bed and Waffle.
You're the spider.
Yes, Waffle is me.
Are you the one who wrapped us up and trapped us here?
Yes, Waffle's very sorry.
Why did you do that, Waffle?
Waffle was so hungry.
So you were gonna eat us, Waffle? Waffle?
Doran would like to yell from downstairs, "Hey losers, the door's open!"
Corvus leaves.
Do you really?
Corvus goes downstairs.
Okay.
Not like leaves.
Wants to go outside and see what's around.
I would like to keep talking to the spider.
I'm gonna let them keep talking to the spider and then tell you what's in the street.
I would like to say, canonically, Corvus has freaked the fuck out that the spider is talking.
Yeah.
So when she realizes there's not really any danger, she doesn't give a fuck about Waffle. She's leaving. And going to go find Lee and Doran.
Is it normal for the spiders to talk for us? Or is this like a...
It's definitely unusual for your characters. Like, you've
Okay.
seen spiders that are, like, the size of quarters, and you thought that was pretty good sized. You know that there are spiders that are big. Most people don't, preface it with, oh, hey, they can talk, by the way. So I'm gonna go with, yeah, it's pretty
Gotcha.
unusual.
Okay.
So yeah, was Waffle gonna fucking eat us?
It's like, no, Waffle wouldn't hurt, no. But Waffle's so hungry, only one person.
So you were
There's-
gonna hurt one person, though.
No. Only one person sleeping, not enough people. Waffle hungry.
Do you want some of my rations, Waffle?
Waffle better fucking explain what the hell's going on right now, or Waffle's gonna be one squash smarter. Squashed spider.
No, scary. Waffle confused too? Waffle does not like being here.
How did Waffle get here?
Waffle, take it.
What?
What did Waffle do?
Waffle's bastard.
Waffle's
lying.
baby. Waffle's
said
I have
that it
already
was
bonded.
taken.
Waffle was taken from home.
Can I roll an insight check to see if Waffle is planning on eating us anytime soon?
Would that be insight? Sure. Yeah.
Wouldn't that fall under the combat insight that I rolled, or investigation I rolled?
No, investigation was about what it was,
I also
not necessarily its
Yeah.
intentions.
biologically
15.
15? It doesn't seem terribly dangerous to you.
Okay.
in our real life human lives, spiders actually can't bite anything really unless they're using their fangs. They have to liquefy their prey and then they eat it.
They just suck it. They got tiny, tiny mouth parts.
Yeah, I really want to think about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if anything, Waffle was going to liquefy all of us and then eat us.
I
That's
don't
why
want
they
to be
consider
slurped either.
Slurp.
Waffle taken into small room too bright from home like baby spider in sack.
Poor Waffle. It's okay, Waffle. We'll help you get home.
Gross.
Thank you. But Waffle, no, Waffle has to stay.
Why?
Waffle told to stay. Waffle has job. Bad job. But job.
Why don't you leave your job then?
Waffle, what is your job?
Waffle stay. Waffle.
I can't get over the name Waffle. I'm sorry.
I love Waffle.
Continue,
If you can. Oh, Lord.
Naming the spider Waffle was a great and terrible choice. Waffle told to stay. Waffle told, stay here.
Who told Waffle to stay here?
Waffle not sure. Waffle pretty sure human, but Waffle not positive.
Then why are you obeying them if you don't know who they are?
Scary. Bad dreams.
Oh. Okay, I hated Waffle initially because I hate spiders, but now I'm just like, Waffle is baby and I need to protect them.
Come, do you want to come with us, Waffle?
Waffle has to stay. Waffle has job. Plus,
If we give
big
you a
red
new
person
job,
scary.
if we scare you, will you come with us and obey us?
Please no.
Oh no! I feel so bad! No!
While all of this is going on, Corvus catches Doran and Lee up to speed. Up there is a talking dog-sized spider upstairs.
There's a fucking what? I knew opening the door was the right choice.
And there is a unconscious elder elf man, and along with the fact that Rune and Kriv are still upstairs talking to said spider.
Out on the street, you notice it's very similar to the other streets of Waterburn, the city that you're on. It's got cobbled streets. The buildings are all, they're not really fancy, but they're not terrible. They're lower average.
Like middle class.
A little bit below. You do notice that though you were positive it was early winter, it's now definitely spring.
Oh,
You can see trees with those light little green buds growing on them. It's warmer than it was last time you were outside.
Oh, I don't like that.
What time of day is it?
About midday.
Leaf is gonna take off and see what he can see.
Alright.
Like flying or on foot?
Like 50 feet up.
Flying around, it's the city of Waterburn. Roll history for me to give me how much you know about the city.
10.
Corvus is going to walk closer to Doran and kind of look at him. Darling, I don't know about you, but I remember there being snow
Sure.
snow around. And I don't really see any. Isn't that a bit odd to you, honey darling?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like this.
Also, by chance,
Do you
did
think we're just
burn-
dreaming? Because that would be really nice.
I mean, have you done anything to feel pain?
Doran is going to cast Firefly.
Do you?
Actually, we're gonna go with Shocking Grasp.
Roll damage. Alright, flying around, like,
My
You can
damage
see-
is a 5.
reduce yourself by 5 damage, I guess.
Yay!
3 hit points.
And I am definitely in pain.
Corvus hands him a healing potion.
That you have.
Yeah, you've said that. Like
I don't think I've stopped you with any yet, but you can have one for now.
Good.
You have one.
I gave it to you. You're welcome.
I'm
Alright.
just like chugging it. I'm like, okay, was it a dream?
Like, you fly up over the city. You can tell that you're in the southern part. You're not all the way in the southern part, but you're southish. You're real close to the docks. It looks exactly like you're familiar with the city, because I assume you've been here for a little bit. Nothing stands out as out of place to you. Are you looking for anything in particular? Looks like the city in spring.
Is there no amount of people around?
Yeah, this isn't a super tightly populated section, but yeah. You'd say that there are a couple people puttering around the alleys and roads in the vicinity.
Can we go back to Kriv?
Yes.
So, I would like to try to comfort Waffles, because I have animal handling, and I did not realize Waffles was not a threat, and yeah, I'm proficient in it, so I would like to squat down and try to comfort Waffle and assure him that I'm not going to hurt him. It's hard to do character voice, and I don't know exactly what Kriv would say. So,
fair.
I'll skip that part. But I would like to squat down and try to be more comforting, and I would like to roll to try to comfort Waffles.
Alright, roll it.
And that's a +4 too, so let's see. Oh no. I got a 6, and that's with the +4.
Oh no.
I'm not very comforting, but I'm
Waffle's
trying.
not super comforted, but, you know, they can tell you're trying. So, like, that kind
Okay,
of helps.
okay.
Rune doesn't feel like Waffle wants to go with them, so they're gonna look around the room for things to steal.
Cool.
Okay.
And rolling perception?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, well,
that, and then I'll
investigation,
do
because you're looking for
character
something
voice.
specific.
Okay.
I'll try to figure out what I'm gonna say to this dog-sized spider.
14.
There's not a whole lot. The dresser looks like it's been emptied out of anything except, like, a spare pair of socks.
Boo.
Anything valuable looks like it either wasn't there or has been taken.
What about on the guy on the bed?
He
Pickpocket
is
and
wearing
then
what
just
you
me.
suspect is his street clothes. He does have a little coin purse on him and some light jewelry, as elves will occasionally wear.
I take it all.
Alrighty. You find yourself 15 silvers richer, which doesn't account for the fact that we're using a different monetary system, but keep track of it because eventually you'll acquire enough small little wealth and I'll pop you up one.
Level up.
I haven't told y'all your actual wealth numbers yet. I will get to that.
I assume mine is very low.
Probably.
Yeah.
How much is the jewelry worth, and what does it look like?
It's generally some thin gold chains or bands. The gold necklace is the most expensive. The other ones are only gold plated.
Is there a pretty rock on it?
Yes, there is. There's an opal.
Hell
Ooh.
Shiny.
For a second, I thought you said elbow, and I was really
There's a whole ass oboe.
He just wears it around his neck, you know, just in case of emergencies.
I'm
You
sure
never know
that's
when you
like-
need an
you never know
oboe.
when
You're gonna need an oboe.
I mean, oboes, I guess, can be shiny.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
suspect
know.
that the
I'm not
necklace,
well
the most
educated
expensive
on
piece, is
oboes.
probably 3 gold. The bracelets equate to 1 gold. You know, all tallied together.
So together it's 6 gold?
Sounds right.
Didn't he just tell them they were 17 silvers richer?
Yeah, that was the money in the coin purse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the overall wealth they gained.
I'm gonna ask Waffle, hey Waffle, who's this guy on the bed? Is he okay?
Sleeping.
Why?
For Waffle.
Why?
Did you say sleeping for Waffle?
What did you do to him, Waffle?
Waffle didn't hurt man. Man dreaming.
He's an elf. Elves don't sleep. What did you do to him, Waffle?
Maybe bite a little.
Really?
But
Waffle, did man hurt you?
no. Waffle, man sleeping when Waffle got here. Waffle stay. Waffle eat dreams. Waffle stay.
Right.
Waffle head job.
Waffle eat dreams.
What's your job, Waffle?
Stay.
That's your whole job.
Eat dreams.
Right. Rune's
how
gonna
does
back
Waffle
down the
eat dreams?
stairs.
What was that, Crib?
How does Waffle eat dreams?
Waffle would look at you deadpan and kind of like really slowly blink, except they don't have eyelids. But you can tell that's the vibe they're going for. Waffle. Spindle white.
I don't know what a spindle life is, personally.
It's a homebrew creature, so like...
But I never got the rundown description. If Kriv knows what it is, I should know what it is.
The only thing that Kriv knows is that it's a big spider called a spindle white. With the investigation check that you got.
Lovely.
So, Waffle, tell us what you know.
I want to know.
Perfect.
Waffle knows.
Waffle not know much, but Waffle not like small room, too bright, and Waffle know other spindle white who came with Waffle not like small room, too bright either.
Where did they go?
What was other Spindle White's name?
Other spindle white name Werther, and they nearby. Werther near, 'cause Waffle can feel Werther.
With jazz hands for all the listeners.
Those are spidey senses.
Literally.
Yeah. But Waffle came with
Weather.
3 little whites and Mama White. Waffle not know where Mama went.
Right. So there's a bunch of spiders loose in this house? Question mark.
No, not that close. Only Werther close enough to feel and hear.
Okay.
And here.
So Rune doesn't really like spiders. She's gonna go downstairs with the others and outside be like, yeah, this was creepy and unpleasant. Whoa, it's springtime now. What the fuck?
Kriv is going to continue to converse with Waffle because he is sorry for being mean. And Waffle is adorable, and Kriv is a big, bad, scary guy, but he loves animals and is trying to be very... Waffle is not in this situation because Waffle wanted to be. Waffle is just Waffle. And is trying to be more friendly so that Waffle will understand that Kriv was just scared initially, so...
I would fucking die for Kriv.
If Red not scary for Waffle and want help Waffle, can Red be scary to man who told Waffle, brought Waffle here, told stay?
Hell yeah.
Yay! How? You help. How can Waffle help?
Kriv have big
Waffle
hammer. Kriv help Waffle.
Werther may know more about man.
We go save your friend. Okay.
Yay!
Does Kriv want to maybe fill the rest of us in on our new mission?
No.
Okay.
Kriv doesn't care about anybody else. He's just like animals and this spider.
Spiders aren't fucking animals.
Okay, but
They're
he's
an
a
animal.
dog-sized spider, and he's sweet, and he has a name, and his name is Waffle, and that means that Kriv would die for him.
Everybody's dreams.
Yeah, so I'm down for Waffle. If Waffle wants to find Werther, like we're
Well,
good.
Waffle has to stay, but Red can go. Find
Waffle can come with Kriv.
No, Waffle has to stay.
Kriv will make sure Waffle can come.
You gonna acquire a spider companion?
Yes, because he's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I will leave this podcast right now. Episode 0.
But his name is Waffle.
I mean, also though,
Too
his
bright.
mom.
Doran is likely to kill him on sight.
Also, I will say,
No.
his mom's name is Walther.
This is what.
Werther's one of the other
Werther's-
babies. Mama is just named Mama.
Okay.
But this is what Kriv does, though. It's like animals and
Must adopt.
not peoples and things that are sentient.
Okay.
To
but
that extent, yeah.
Waffles is just an
Waffles is
NPC.
baby.
We all put time and effort into there.
Spider
Oh
Our
my god,
dream.
Emperor.
If you kill Waffles, I'm gonna cry in real life. But he was hungry.
So
He
what are
didn't
we gonna
kill
feed
us.
him?
He
took care
kidnapped
of
us.
He can eat my dreams. They're not cohesive anyway. It's good. Don't worry about it.
I
Kriv
feel like
probably doesn't have interesting
it's
dreams.
gonna be difficult to do this mission if the rest of us don't know what the mission is.
I
'Cause
feel
we're
like
outside.
you need a hug.
Mm-hmm.
But I want waffles.
Maybe Kriv should inform the rest of the party about this decision.
But I have to convince Waffles to come with us first.
No, you don't.
No.
Waffle
But I want waffles!
Corvus would not react well.
Waffle tells you that it's too bright to go outside, and that they don't like light. So taking you with him might be a bit of an issue.
I will come back and make sure you're okay. Would you be safe here?
Yes.
Okay. I will go find your friend and I will bring him back for you, okay?
Okay.
Waffle tells you that he doesn't know where Werther is specifically, but that he knows what it looks like out Werther's window, that they have yellow curtains, that the world ends, that sometimes there's red mist.
Oh, Lord!
That's a
What?
very
This escalated very quickly.
Are they
And that
curtains
sometimes,
pretty?
yes,
Nice.
sometimes that there are the sound of carts and horses, but not lately.
Oh.
Well,
Just plain yellow curtains?
Kriv
Or
is
just
going
plain
to come
yellow or-
downstairs and inform everyone else that they are going to go find Werther and save them so that Waffles will be safe and have a friend. And he's going with or without the other people in the party because Waffles needs their friend.
Hell yeah. Let's go save this
Yay, I
weird
have somebody on
spider
board.
thing.
It's still flying above.
You're like not even there.
It's just like, I don't care about
Like, bye,
anybody
guys,
else.
bail.
I'm out.
Sucks for y'all not to have wings.
He's like aware that it's been months since he's been outside because the seasons change.
Yeah.
So he's just enjoying soaring. So if anybody wants to inform him, they've got to inform him.
How are we supposed to
Doesn't
inform you
Corvus
while
have
you're like
that?
50 feet above everybody?
Corvus uses her cantrip message and sends it up to Lee and lets him know what's going on.
He progressively flies down and lands among them.
Alright, well, y'all have fun with that. I'm headed out. Spiders are a big no for me. Peace.
But we have to solve this mystery together. We woke up in this house.
And his name is Waffles.
Yeah. Honeys, I'm kind of with Doran on this one. I mean, one giant talking spider is more than enough for me. I'm not gonna go save another.
But don't you want to know how we ended up here?
Nope. Some mysteries are best
I
left
just know
unsolved.
that no one has probably watered my fucking plants in months. They're probably fucking dead. My cat's probably dead. I just want to go home. I've been wearing these clothes for at least 2 months.
Oh my god, you're right.
It's so fucking gross. My hair is greasy. I still have spider webs on my hat. I want to go home.
But Waffles matters too.
Corvus pulls Doran to the side. And she kind of looks at him. And she already kind of has a soft spot for the other idiots. Which is what she thinks of everyone else so far. Except for Doran, kind of. Except she doesn't understand why Doran blew up the door. Did Kriv tell us what Waffle said that others can see? Like the end of the world, yellow curtains, red mist, horses and buggies, but not recently?
Yeah.
Or whatever?
Yeah, we'll say yes.
Yeah.
Because Kriv is worried about Waffles and his friend. Kriv is adorable.
So Corvus kind of pulls Doran to the side. And she says, "Now, honey, I know that I don't know you from Adam. That we both need a shower." And she, like, picks a spider web off his shoulder and kind of, like, explains it. Let's just travel with him. Figure out what's going on with this other spider.
If-
We don't have to see it.
If we travel with them, can I use your shower?
I don't have one on me, but yes.
In your house. Like, can I use your shower?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yay!
Kriv is gonna kind of walk up and be like,
Hey, I know you don't like spiders, but
Hate
a friend in
Yeah, I
need
fucking hate him.
is a friend in need, okay?
Waffles ain't my fucking friend, honey.
But
I'll come with you to make sure none of y'all get hurt.
Why are you so fucking mean to Waffles, Corvus?
Because he's a fucking spider.
I'm just coming along because
That's
I get a shower.
racist.
I also have...
Fucking scum.
It's not fucking... Spider's not a goddamn race. It's a fucking creature.
Luke just kind of like shrugs and like doesn't really say anything, but he's looks like he might be going along with it.
Well, Kriv is very sensitive to race issues because racial discrimination kind of brought him to where he was.
I
So
mean, so
Crib
is Corvus,
doesn't like
'cause she's
racism.
a tiefling.
Why is Crib baby?
Crib is baby.
That's Rune's job.
horrible.
But,
He's a meat sack, but
Corvus
he is a
also-
meat sack with feelings.
He's
I
a
love
baby
him.
meat sack.
Corvus also tells Dora, besides that shower you want to take when we stop by my house, which I guess we have to stop by with everybody, I have some tea if you want it.
Yeah, okay. I just really want to shower.
All right, I'm gonna call it there.
All right.
Thank you so much for listening to the pilot episode of Gays and Goblins. If you liked what you heard, we will be uploading new episodes every week on Wednesdays. In addition, you can check us out on social media where we post updates about the podcast as well as official art and character information. Our Linktree has all of our social media handles and can be found at linktr.ee/gays_n_goblins. If you would like to donate to our Patreon, we would really appreciate that, as making a podcast is not cheap, and in exchange you can get really cool rewards like having an NPC named after you or getting awesome behind the scenes content. Until next time, have a gay day.